greatest movie reviews and interviews. This is your entertainment ticket. YEticket.com.
Hey, this is Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. Well, the film we're going to talk about right now is called The Space Between Us. Hey, this is a love story about two 16-year-olds who fall in love. Oh, but one is from Mars. No, actually born on Mars. That's right. So is that a Martian? Even though he's in human form, he was still born on Mars. Well, director Peter Chelsom, he directed this, and he felt that this is a very good story to direct and tell. Well, let me tell you about this story. At the beginning of the film, you see these group of people. They're getting ready to go to Mars. They got a female captain. Her last name is Elliot. She's Captain Elliot. So they go up into space. Next thing you know, they show her throwing up. That means she's pregnant. So she finally lands on Mars and delivers her son, but she dies right after the birth. Now the agency, well, they said, well, we're not going to tell no one because they're afraid of losing their funding. So they didn't tell anyone about the birth of this young male child on planet Mars. Now this is around the year 2018. That's what it showed on the film. At least that's what I saw. But anyway, Gardner, as they named him, Gardner Elliot, well, he's there. But the film goes straight to 16 years later. Now the kid is 16 years old. That's Gardner Elliot. And, you know, he's been on Mars all his life. He doesn't know anything else about Earth. And the only body he associates himself with is the scientist who comes back and forth, you know, from Earth to help the colonization of Mars. You know, no other kids. And, you know, he got this woman, too, looking over him who's childless herself. And that part is played by Carla, Gugino. But anyway, you know, the space people, like B.D. Young, he's one of them. He's an actor. He plays one of the head of the space agency. Gary Oldman, he does too. Well, you know, they still want to keep this a secret from the people from Earth. But Gardner's getting a little antsy. He wants more. He's tired of Mars. He's tired of all these scientists. So we see him, I guess he's doing some type of Skype or face timing young lady named Tulsa on planet Earth. Now, we don't know how he met her, why he's interested in her, why she's interested in him, and how they got together. I mean, he's on Mars. I think somewhere they should be monitoring that. But anyway, he, you know, talking to Tulsa, you know, on her computer, his computer, he lies and gives her a different identity about himself. But, you know, he's getting anxious. Now, Tulsa is a woman, young lady, 16-year-old, I guess she's 16. Well, you know, she's part of the, you know, foster care system. So, you know, she's street smart and she knows how to fly planes, steal cars, and she knows how to get off the grid at the age of 16. Oh, she's very smart. Streetwise, that is. But anyway, Gardner escapes Mars. Yeah. Gets on another spaceship, gets to Earth and escape everybody else. And then he go and find Tulsa. He finds her. They escape because Gardner wants to find his daddy. Now, the only picture he has of his mom and a man, he figured that was his daddy that in that picture. But the agency is looking for them, not, you know, the government, because the government doesn't know anything about him. Not yet, anyway. And, you know, it's just the agency that's looking for him. So you don't have all, you know, these bureaucratic people looking for him. But, you know, they do alert the police that they're looking for Gardner. and Gardner and Tulsa develop a relationship. They fall in love, things like that. Oh, ooh, so great. Well, let me tell you the problem I had with this film. It has a lot of holes in it. For example, if it was 2018 when they started off, 16 years later, why are people still having the iPhone 6? Why are they still driving 2016 cars? Yeah, you know, I want to believe this movie, but the suspension of, what is it, disbelief or whatever it is, I couldn't believe it. And also, Britt Robertson, she's playing a 16-year-old. She didn't convince me she was 16. You know, she's been in many movies, and I couldn't believe that she was 16. And that's the problem that I had with this film. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe this film whatsoever. Maybe I'm watching too many films. Maybe I'm older. Maybe if I was a 16-year-old girl, maybe I might enjoy this and like this. Let me see this. Let me see if the 16-year-old girl or boy in me will like this film. No, I don't think they will enjoy this either. But like I said, the suspension of disbelief in this film didn't get to me about it. Well, it was a nice little story about their relationship, you know, brief relationship. But I couldn't get it. I just couldn't get it. And then the thing about Mars, I would enjoy this film better if they showed him growing up there till he was 16, then escape. That would have been much more, you know, important and also fun to watch that part. I mean, just my little bit of opinion about it. But the space between us, I couldn't believe it. So I'm only giving this 1.5 palm trees out of 4. It's not even an average film. It's cute, things like that. But like I said, the suspension of disbelief for me, I couldn't believe it. Well, I hope you believe me. I hope you believe my critique of this film. But don't. Go see the film for yourself and then alert me some way, somehow on Facebook, email, whatever, Twitter, whatever, and let me know, what do you think of this film, The Space Between Us? Come on, go see it. And you tell me, what do you think about it? Also, I hope there's no space between us, because I want to thank you for watching me, Al McGee, at yourentertainmentticket.com. Thank you.
We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETV.com. We are your